Hey there guys, today's video is going to be about one of my 2017 initiatives, which was to do a series of videos about YouTube fishing. And what that's going to be about is basically tips and tricks for catching more subscribers and getting more views. Pretty much no difference than the fishing tips and tricks I use for my fishing series basically. So anyways, let's go and get this started. The way I've got the video broken down is I've got it into just basically 4 key subject lines. But to be honest with you, pretty much that is my strategy for my entire YouTube channel since before I even started. And I had originally thought I would start adjusting it as I got bigger, but what I found out is that it's been impactful from this beginning all the way till now. So I honestly don't have a real reason to vary things too much. You know, when things are working, they're working. And kind of like my fishing style, I like to figure out basic but very impactful strategies and then grind them out. Basically, really put the effort into them, not just look for flashy stuff and just bounce all over the place. You know, if I know it works, I figure it out, and then I just keep focusing on it and get those results and then spend time fine-tuning it, knowing that it's really impactful. Then if it starts tapering down, I might change it, but like I said, it hasn't so far, so even now I'm still keeping to these core strategies. So, what are those strategies? Let's talk about them. Okay, let's start with prerequisites. Now, what is the prerequisite? Basically, just like back in school, it's one of those deals where in order to do this, you have to have completed this, this, and this. Alright? So, even starting a fishing YouTube channel, okay, requires you have a couple of prerequisites. Now, make sure it's clear, I didn't do it earlier, but I'm making these videos more for the people that are wanting to do a YouTube fishing channel that is going to be popular, that they might use for business, that they might look for creating income from. Not for the person that just wants to do it to post their videos of their fishing trips so they can show their friends, their family, for themselves, and just for the fun of it, okay? 100% highly recommend that everybody should at least do one video so it helps you to understand what it takes to do the whole process. Okay, and as somebody who posts a lot of videos, I would hope that everybody did that so they have more of an understanding of how much effort, how much time it takes to create these videos. But anyways, so for that person looking to create a successful fishing YouTube channel, there's basically 2 things you probably need to look at before you say, I'm jumping into this and I'm going to do this, no questions asked. So, the 2 I've come up with are 1 is passion and 2 enjoy. Now, what that means, easy enough, everybody will quickly assume passion for fishing. Yes and no, but understanding the specifics about that. Everybody I've ever fished with has said, yeah, I've got a passion for fishing. There's a little bit of a different balance when you start looking at it in regards to creating a channel. That passion has to maybe almost become a type of priority, because one of the things that we'll be talking about is content and volume of content and volume of time and effort put in order to create that good content. So it's not a matter of my passions today are YouTube fishing videos, soccer, music, video games, cooking, makeup, okay? That's really not a passion. That's like your enjoyments. Those are those hobbies that you do. But a passion is one of those things that in my mind is that any spare moment that you have goes back to that one passion. There aren't a lot of other things. There's priorities, yeah, you got your family to take care of, your job, you have your school, but outside of those mandatories, everything evolves back to that one subject. And it's very important for you to understand that is that in order to have a successful YouTube fishing channel, what you put into it is what you get out of it. If you're going to do it haphazardly, then you just have to understand your results are going to be the same. Okay? So to have that passion when it's raining, when it's snow out there, and it's freezing temperatures, The people that are going out and still making videos and heading out and walking on that ice and digging those holes and crouching over a little hole and fishing, okay, when the wind is blowing 20, 30 knots and they're still out there filming, or if it's impossible to get outside because you're totally locked in, they're in there showing how-to videos and rod and reel arsenal videos and just creating content just to fill in, okay, until that they can get out on the water and do some fishing stuff. All right, it's got to be that point where it's always on your mind that I need to do something fishing and then I need to film it as well so I can post it on YouTube. Very, very important, and it's got to be a long term. You can't just do it, oh, for my summer vacation, I'm going to be passionate about it, and then during the rest of the year, I've got to do other stuff because soccer practice or whatever takes priority. Then you should just look at, well, I'm just going to do a YouTube fun videos and be happy with that, okay? So it's just, you just got to keep yourself in balance, and that'll help by understanding what your passions are. The second part is enjoy, okay? There's two parts to YouTube fishing channel, or YouTube channels in general, videos. One is actually creating the video, going out and GoProing or filming the actual video on whatever subject. That realistically is just half. That's what a lot of people think, that's just it. The other part of it that you don't see, the back end side of it, is the part that I have to say that you need to enjoy, which is editing and producing a video. Now, to understand, if you've never done it, which is why I push everybody should at least try and make a YouTube video, is that the back end side of it, of taking all that footage and then downloading on your computer, going through all the edits and then uploading it to YouTube, okay, is very time consuming. I kind of been calculating it and kind of taking a look at roughly how long the process is, and realistically I can come out and say a good average is the equivalent amount of time that you're spending out fishing and filming is the equivalent amount of time that you're going to be spending in front of your computer doing the editing and uploading. Now, I'm not talking when you're just absolutely fishing, but when you leave the door to go fishing and you start filming all the way until you get home. So, like for me, my example is that my average fishing trip is 4 to 5 hours. I do a lot of short evening runs. Now, that comes out to, let's say, a 10-minute video, okay? But what you don't see is that 4 or 5 hours worth of average footage roughly takes me about 4 to 5 hours sitting in the front of the computer. Downloading takes a lot of time. Uploading it to your whatever computer program that you're going to, your video editing program. Then going through all those clips and then picking out the certain pieces, lining them up, adding whatever special effects you're going to do, go through it all again to make sure everything's clean, okay, correct, cut down, okay. Then you have to upload it back to YouTube, and then you have to go through and input all the information about the video. Then finally you get to click that final button and be finished with it, and it sends it out to the public for everybody to view, okay. So understand that part of it is, if you're just saying, well, I'm going to go out and do my day of fishing, and I'm going to come home and plug it in and just upload it, it just doesn't work that way. So that's where the enjoy comes in. If I ask you, oh, so how do you like doing stuff on the computer, and you having not done the videos yet, just thinking about the channel, you say, oh man, I hate computers, I hate technology. Well, I'm going to tell you, you're going to have a rough time, because if you don't enjoy sitting in front of a computer for 4 to 5 hours and just head down, just editing, cutting, creating, you're not going to be really into it in the long run to stick with it to create a bunch of stuff. You just really have to not quite have a passion. Well, some people do have a passion for creating these very beautiful videos, cinematic, I call them, okay? But is that really necessary? Not necessary in general. But you just have to enjoy it enough that you're going to stick there and grind it out and know how to create a very good, watchable video, which is hugely key. Okay, so if you fit those two prerequisites, you're good. Move on. Okay, so we've got through the prerequisites. We're still around. Let's talk about the tips or / strategies, since that's basically what these are, is my core strategies. So, first one, content. Okay, that just means videos. the amount of videos on your channel. I put times 1,000. I was going to write content all over this board, content to kind of emphasize the importance of it, but just assume that I wrote it 1,000 times because that is how important it would be for me to emphasize how important content is. Okay? And I also put 95%. That's pretty much 95% of all your effort, especially in your beginning, should be focused on just creating content. Not worrying about subscribers, not worrying about views, not worrying about anything. Just about creating content. Honestly, if you're just starting out, I would tell you, don't even waste time thinking about a channel name. Okay? Take that time to think about, oh, what should the name of my channel be? And put it in creating more content. Heck, make a video about you coming up with the channel name, because having content is that valuable. Alright, so let's go and kind of get into this. Now, I'm saying is that pretty much all your time should be spent making it. Now, how much and for how long? Okay, this is kind of what I came up with. Before I even started my channel, I sat down and kind of thought out my strategy long term. And one of those is that I knew the importance of having a channel that when people came to look at it would stick around, watch my videos, subscribe, comment, that to be very active within my channel, to create a very solid community. And a lot of that was going to be based on basically giving people what they came to YouTube for, videos to watch. So my strategy is 200. Okay, 200 videos before I even mentioned to anybody that I had a YouTube channel. Before I let my friends, family, the people I fish with, anywhere in the social media, okay, before I was going to say, yeah, come check out my channel and to let me know what you think. I wanted 200 videos in my library, so when people came, they could like what they see, then they could stick around for days on end and be part of my community. Now, for a lot of people, they're going to be like, 200? There's no freaking way. I mean, I can squeeze in maybe 5 videos a month. Okay? Sure, I mean, it's just understandable you have that much time, but it is what, like I said, it always goes back to you. What you put in is what you're going to get out. So, to make it a little bit more, okay, realistic for a lot larger group of people, let's say I also sat down for this video and thought about, okay, what's a tangible number so that people would understand the reasoning why I'm giving this number, okay? And I came up with the number 50. Now, why 50? Okay, there's a specific strategy for 50. If you go and look at a YouTube page, your channel page, okay, it's generally, you got your header, then you got your main video, and then you have your current uploads, and then you have your popular videos and so forth, a few other things. But when somebody comes and takes a look at your channel and wants to see, is this channel worthwhile? That one video I watched that brought me here was pretty good, but is it worth my time and effort to stick around, maybe to subscribe, check out their other stuff? What a lot of people will do is that they're going to take a look and click on the uploads button, your videos button, to show the page will come up and it'll show all your different thumbnails for all your library of videos. Now that 50, this is how it works out. Back in my digital marketing days, everything that we did, all the web pages that we built were based on the format of how it looks on a 14-inch standard monitor. Now, being that the fact that, yeah, a lot of people use cell phones, but in general, when you add together all the desktop computers, laptops, tablets, and everything, having it formatted to a 14-inch monitor kind of fits everything. So if you build your page to look good on that screen size, then it generally fits on everything else. So let's say you take a look on an average desktop monitor or laptop. When they look at that upload page that shows all your library of videos, you basically get a format that is 5 videos across and 5 videos down, rows and columns. So that equals 25 videos that you see on their splash page of your video library. So when people come, they look at it and they see, boom, it's a full screen of videos. They're going to say, oh, okay, this guy's got some content. All right. That's good. That would be my bare minimum. But then again, a lot of people are going to want to see, well, how long has this guy been, or this person's been doing videos, or maybe they've got like, it's massive, how big is this channel? So they might go down and they'll say more videos, they click on that, and then boom, a whole fresh new screen, full screen comes up, 5 by 5, which is 25. All right, and that's where the 50 comes in. Those general group of people that kind of want to know, is this person a one-shot wonder, or do they have a volume of content? They're going to click on a couple pages and say, all right, this is substance. Okay, I could spend a weekend on this person's page and just do a YouTube night out and just cram a bunch of videos. All right, so that's why the number 50. You go, for an example in real life, let's say there's a restaurant and the owner is outside going across town, and he's creating billboards and handing out flyers and banners. He's doing radio commercials, TV commercials. He's out in front of his restaurant. He's got his sandwich board. Hey, come into my restaurant. And he's grabbing people off the street. You're walking by, grabs you, say, come into my restaurant. You're all right, it's lunchtime. I'll go check it out. So you go into his restaurant, say, okay, I can see a menu. Gives you a menu. You open it up, and it's got 3 items on it. Okay, and you're like, then you flip the page, it's empty. Flip the page, it's empty. And you're like, you just have 3 items? That's all there is? All right, have a nice day. I'm out of here. Okay, because there's no substance to it, and that's the same thing that'll happen with your channel. Is that if you only have 5 videos or 10 videos, it's not a lot of substance for a person to say, why am I going to be like subscribing when, if you have 10 videos, to be honest, what I could do is I could look at your 10 videos and cycle through your whole channel in 3 minutes. Because I'll look at your thumbnails and titles to see if anything interests me, or I could even click on a video, start watching it. If it doesn't grab my attention, next video, next video, next video. I might watch this one, pretty good. Click, 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 and then I'm done with your channel. Why do I need to come back to your channel? I'm already done with your stuff. And then I look back at your dates. You haven't posted since a month ago. Why should I subscribe? You're not posting. I've watched all your current content. I'm out of here. All right. So those are the reasons why having a volume of, not just volume, but a volume of good, watchable content. Okay. You can't fill it with just crap. Okay. It can't be, oh, here's me clipping my fingernails, or ooh, look at this guy go by, and all the, oh, look at me do this bottle flip stuff. It doesn't count. You don't count those as your fishing channel videos. You could put them there, but don't count those as your 50 or your 200 or your whatever mark that you're going to set for having a volume of a library of videos. All right. So that is content, content, content. You got to go out. You got to force yourself. That's why I was saying the passion part of it. You got to be like on your mind. Oh, I get to go fishing today, and then you got a video. Oh, can't go out because I only got an hour. Okay, let me show you how to do some knots. Oh, I've got to go out of town. Well, let's go check out what the local waters look like. And if I was just dropped here, look at these areas are the areas I would fish. Blah, blah, blah. You just got to fill your video, your channel with a lot of different content. So, anyways, 95% of your time when you're starting, don't worry about anything else. Just make good, quality, watchable videos, and lots of it. Moving on. Okay, here's our tips number 2, strategies number 2. Fill in the boxes. Okay, this is more of a technical one, but hugely important for the long run value of your video. All right, and what that is filling in your thumbnail, your title, description, and tags. Every single video, every single time. All right, thumbnails. Learn how to do a custom thumbnail. Learn how to go through and not rely on YouTube's automated selection service. I mean, it's not horrible, but you should be able to go through and learn how to pick a frame from your video, specifically one that you want, that's clear, it's impactful, and so forth. Or take a separate photo using a good camera, good lighting, good angles, and use that as your thumbnail. All right. Remember, the thumbnail is just like in a meeting, first impressions. So when you're out in a public environment and you meet somebody, what you see is your first impression about that person, and it's hugely important. Your thumbnail is the first thing that people see when they land on a splash page that has 20 to 30 random videos from all over the world. 1 out of a billion, 20 to 30 out of a billion of them sitting there. And yours is sitting in this bottom right-hand corner there. And you need to make it so that that person scans through all that stuff and then, whoa, that one kind of glows. The force is strong in that one. And they click on your channel. Okay? Very important to do that. Learn how to do that. YouTube, how to make a thumbnail. Okay? Very important. 2, title. Alright? As the thumbnail is the first glance, okay, the title is the substance. Okay? They're going to look at that picture, but they're going to instantly also read the comments because the picture doesn't always portray what the video is going to be about. It's just kind of eye grabber, girl in a bikini, but like, alright, so what does that mean? Oh, how to make a cake. That's what this video is about. Now I'm going to click on it because I'm interested in how to make a cake wearing a bikini. Alright, so those two kind of go in hand as the first impressions. That's what's going to get clicked on. Now on the back end side of it, which is probably equivalently to almost more important, because like I was saying is that Google has 1 billion videos. Library of 1 billion videos from all over the planet. And in order for somebody to click on your specific video that's in that same pool, is that it has to be put in front of them. And how is it chosen to get put in front of it? Is tags, description, and title. Those 3. Okay? And those are all word-based, type on your keyboard, okay? And what that does is that Google's YouTube algorithm goes through and it either looks at what somebody is searching for. I want to know about bikinis and cake making. Or this person has been watching a bunch of videos with girls in bikinis and a bunch of them that have cakes. So the next time that person goes back to their general web page, Google YouTube's algorithm is going to go back and look through all this title information, descriptions, tag information, and it's going to look for information about bikinis, somewhere typed about bikinis, and then somewhere that is information about cakes. How to make cakes. My teeny weeny bikini. Okay, any one of those. And it's going to say, oh, there's one, there's a video. It's going to take your video and put it on that person's splash page, and then that person may or may not choose you based on your thumbnail and title. Hugely important. If you're not filling these 3 out, you're just keeping yourself in a generic pool. There's a generic pool where it has no metadata, just no information about it. It's just random people that don't care about their videos, just throws it in this section there. And the amount of time that the algorithm is ever going to pull anything out of there is almost nil. Because there's so many videos that are going to have bikini, 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 cakes, frosting, blah, blah, blah. There's so many of them to pull from, and they only need 20 or 30 of them to fill that person's splash page. They're never going to pull a video out of that generic pool. And your videos, if you don't have that stuff, is in there, and it's never going to come up, and you're never going to get those views. You're never going to get that person that's going to check out your channel and see all your videos. And you're never going to get subscribers, and your channel is just going to be blah. Alright? Fill those out. You don't understand what a tag is? YouTube. How do I fill out tags? YouTube tags. And I'll tell you all the information about doing that. Alright? Moving on. Tip number 3. Comments. Or more specifically, commenters. And I really want to focus on this because this is a key component to my strategy for the subscriber number that I have and the views and so forth. Alright, so let's start off with being a commenter and how valuable they are. So for instance, what does it take to leave a comment on YouTube? Alright, for that person to actually leave a comment on your video? Well, first of all, like we talked about before, is your video has to be selected out of a pool of 1 billion videos and placed on that person's splash page, and they've had to go through and pick out yours for whatever reason and click on it. They watch your video, all right? And then at that point, they could be like that, all those other people that show up as click on your views on your little report there. Now, that's where it separates and where this value really comes into. Now, this person, they go that next step of saying, oh, hey, this video impacted me so much that I want to leave a comment. So they go up there and they click the comment button. Now, in the business world, if you were able to come up with a strategy that got people to do one thing, you would be a millionaire. Because in the business world, people understand how difficult it is getting somebody to do anything. And your video got somebody to click that comment button. And then beyond that, they got out from their sofa or their bed or wherever they're watching their video, get out their phone and their thumbs or their keyboard and type out a comment. Oh, loved your video, thought it was great, blah, blah, blah. All right. Now I'm going to say like 98% of the time, it's going to be somewhat of a positive message there, so we're going to go out at that. Then they hit the send button, boom, that comment is now posted. Now beyond that, okay, the value part of that commenter goes beyond that. Remember, when somebody leaves a comment, they also leave their name. They sign that comment that they leave. So if you click on their name that they posted there, it takes them to their Google Plus page, or it takes them to their YouTube page, where you get to see their video, their channel, or you get to see their Google Plus information, or you get to see their social media pages. They basically open themselves up to you by leaving that comment. Huge, all right? You can go and send a direct message just to that person if you wanted to. That's how much of a value that person is. In the business world, low-hanging fruit, that's what it's called. This person has basically come into your shop, they've picked up the item that you're trying to sell, they're in their wallet counting their money to see if they can cover their cost, and they're standing in front of the register. Hugely invaluable for getting those subscribers that everybody's looking for. All right. For me, the other part of it, what it does is it builds loyalty if it's handled correctly. Now I'm going to go into an example of how you as the YouTube channel owner, okay, applies your information to this commenter, how you interact with them. And there's basically, it's one of two ways and only one of two ways. It's black and white. There's no gray scales in between there. You either do this or you do it this way, and that's it. So here's the example. Let's say you're in Bass Pro Shops and you're walking down the plastic worm aisle just shopping. Then around the corner somebody walks up and they're like, hey, you're that YouTube person. I know you. I watch all your videos. I love your videos. I watch them all the time. I send it to my friends, my family. We all love your stuff. All right. So here's the decider point. So let's say this example over here to the left. Of course, you're going to be like, whoa, this person recognized me. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate you watching my videos. Oh, that's great that you liked them. Ah, blah, blah. You talked to them for a while. Hey, we should go and fish sometime. Yeah, okay. And you both go your separate ways. Your chest is out. You're like, man, I'm famous. And you're like pumped up. That person's on leaves and they're on their phone. Hey, buddy, I just met so-and-so. They're awesome. We're gonna go fishing sometime. Blah, blah, blah. Positive. They're going to be on your channel and you've got loyalty up the wazoo. All right? One way. Only other way to handle it is this way. You're walking down Bass Pro Shop, plastic worm aisle, blah, blah, blah. Someone runs up. Oh, hey, you're that YouTube fisherman. I watch your videos all the time. I love them. I share with my friends, family. Oh, well, I look forward to watching your videos. And this is how you respond. You turn around and you just walk away. No acknowledgement, you don't talk to them, you just turn around and walk away. Now, what does that person think about you? What a huge dick! That guy was a blah, blah, blah. Unsubscribe, unsubscribe, troll, troll, troll. Alright? Is realistically, I would handle it if I was doing that with somebody, like, oh, you're nice to meet you, you're such a great person, blah, blah, and they just kind of like movie starred you and just don't talk to me and just walked away type of thing, right? That's, I mean, it's people don't realize that impact these days because it's kind of been numbed down, but realistically, if you think about it, in the comments, that's what you do. You either respond on that comments by, oh, thanks for watching my videos, I appreciate that. Okay, or you can even be that ABC person, business side, always be closing. Oh, I appreciate that, thanks for watching my videos. I'm not sure if you haven't subscribed yet, but if you subscribe, then you'll always make sure you get my current content. Alright, or on the flip side, you can just nothing. Don't respond. They say, oh, I love your channel, I love watching you, blah, 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 and you don't do anything, you just blow them off. And that result is that same thing that happened in Bass Pro Shops, except you do it on your specific channel to that person who is so valuable that they've gone through all those steps, and they're the person that is going to be your loyal fan base. They're going to be the one that's going to be subscribing. They're going to be the ones that are viewing all your videos and commenting and sending it to their friends and so forth, but you just, I don't want to be bothered, so I'm not even going to do it. So, your YouTube channel, invaluable people, take care of them, respond to every single comment. Now, even to the point where, let's say your channel's been out for a while and you haven't been responding to all the comments. So you do like a lot of the big YouTubers do, is that you post your video, you respond to 3 comments, which is for some reason the norm that people find acceptable. You just do 3 comments and then you're done with it. You check off, yeah, respond to the comments, and then you get 100 of people just throwing in theirs and you don't even do anything. Okay? Go back. Go back to the beginning of your channel and respond to all those comments that you didn't respond to. Easy. Another example. You're back at Bass Pro Shop a week later, a month later, whatnot, and you see that person that came down and was all, love your channel, and you just walked away and blew them off. They're over there in the hard bait aisle. So you walk over there and he says, hey, I just wanted to apologize to you that I kind of blew you off that last time we were here, and I just wanted to say sorry, and I'm really happy that you watched my videos and that you liked them. Okay? I guarantee that person's going to be like, whoa. And when you're done, they're going to be back, whoa, that guy just came from a while ago and he apologized and said the reason why, and man, that's pretty awesome. And that loyalty is probably going to be even higher than just the initial you responding to general comments. That person's gone from screw you to above even where these people are, because they're like, wow, that guy does really care about his people and the people that are watching his videos, right? So go back, respond to all those, okay? Whenever you respond to a comment, that person receives that little notification on their little bell that, hey, you have something, you're notified about something. They click on it, it brings up that comment and the video that it was applied to, and a year later they look and it was like, oh, I love your videos, blah, blah. Oh, I remember this guy's channel. That was that asshole, whatever, didn't do anything. But then right below it is you've got, oh, sorry I missed your comment, just want to follow up with you. Thanks for watching my video, or answer their question. And they see that and they're like, whoa, that person took out their time to come back and acknowledge me from even way back then. So they go back, they click that video, they go back to your channel, and then boom, you get that loyalty again, which gains you more subs and so forth. Alright. And I also added the no trolls business, and what that is that trolls are not born that way, they grow into that. And a lot of that, I think, comes down from the comments of people just like you and me going on and commenting, oh, I love your video, I really appreciate it, blah, 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 and no response. Next person, and blah, 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 no response. No response. No response. And after a while, like maybe there's that one day they have a bad day, and they like, you suck. And then all of a sudden the little bell notification goes off, ding, and they click on it, and it's that response back that says, screw off, a-hole. And then that person doesn't read screw off, you a-hole. They just look like, wow, somebody responded to me. And then a little bell goes off in their head. You suck, you suck, you suck, ding, ding, ding. Get the responses back and they're like, oh, this is great. They acknowledge me. This great YouTuber, they're commenting to me. They're not like seeing the go burn in hell part of it. They just like, oh, they're responding to me. And they're all happy about that. And that's a troll is born. So what I always do though too is why I handle that is I generally have a blanket comment of basically, listen troll, there's no need to do the give me attention comments. I respond to every single one of them, so you don't have to worry about it. Watch my videos. If you like them, go ahead. But if you don't like them, just let me know and maybe I can fix it. Alright? And you'll be surprised at how many of these troll comments end up being somebody coming back and say, oh, sorry dude, I was just messing around. I like your stuff, blah, blah, blah. And down the road, you start seeing their name pop up as with positive comments and you get them. Or if they respond back with another trolly comment, then I always go to your mom, blah, 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 blah. And then I can either delete them off after that or most of the time I don't see those threads coming back. I just concentrate on the new comments so I never see them again. So whatever. It's a part of life. But anyways, comments. Take care of your people. Alright? They're your loyalty. They're your fan base. Hugely important. I built my channel on that comments. I spend every single day, hours just responding to comments. Enough so that I would, if I was getting behind, I would not do a video so I could spend that time catching up on comments. So go back if you missed them, so on. So, third tip, done. Okay, to wrap things up. Those were my core business model for my channel. I mean, really, that is it. That's 100% of what I basically have built my channel up using, and that's it. Now, of course, there's a ton of other stuff, and I'll be making more different videos, but this one is the key one that I spent all my time and focus on. Sure, I can go over different cameras and doing all different types of videos and adding special effects and all that stuff, but realistically, bang for your buck, these kind of things that I went over are what has really helped my channel grow pretty exponentially. So take that, pick and choose. I mean, what you can do for your channel is really going to be based on what you come up with. But a big suggestion is that if you want to have a successful YouTube channel, you want to have a successful business, you want to have a successful anything, you need to kind of plan it out and have a game plan. I know a lot of people like to fly by the seat of the pants, which is great. I do that for some stuff. But for serious long-term goals, you really do kind of need to have a plan that you can follow up with, keep you on the straight and narrow, and let you fine-tune things rather than shotgun random, a bunch of all over the place. So hopefully that helps out. Like I said, I'll be doing more of these videos. They'll be based under YouTube fishing. This is number 1, then I'll do number 2, 3, 4, and 5, and do them maybe once a week or once every couple of weeks or so forth, or whenever it's really windy like it is now. So anyways, hope that helps out. If you have any questions, you have any other tips, throw them in the comments. I will respond. Okay? And have a good day. Thanks for watching.